Good afternoon. Happy Friday. It is, oh my God, it's Friday. This week has flown by. And I'm really excited. I am going to be here with Sondra Bernstein from Growing a Fig, and I think she's already on. That was quick. Let me invite her to join me. Oh, hello, Vin Delivery. It's so fun. I love watching. Oh, there you are. Perfect.
Hi, I know. How fun.
Well, yeah, and I changed it up. I'm actually in my living room today. I set up the whole tripod, little casual chit chat, cheese. How are
Look
you?
how long your hair is.
I know. I was literally thinking the same as I straightened it today. It's much harder to style when it's this out of control.
It's wild. I mean, in a good way, I think. I think it looks great.
Well, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah. I'm good. It's been a long day so far. It's like, how are we working harder than we were before?
Well, there's a lot to do. I mean, especially you, as you know, we sort of things are opening up in Sonoma, and which I actually definitely want to cover that and ask you that question. We might wait a couple minutes for the big hanger, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to hear what you have to say. Well, wow, we're punctually on time. It's 4:02.
I know. I was thinking at 4 o'clock there were so many people going live on my thing that you should do like a 4:09.
Oh, that's funny. Or a 4:20. If I wrote about cannabis, I could do a 4:20.
Oh, exactly. There you go. That would be good.
I mean, there's, who knows? Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Well, good. So what's going on? So I guess why don't we start? I would love, I was actually just rereading our interview together, which gosh, so I was sort of going down memory lane, and I was trying to remember when we first met. And I know that I knew of you, but I feel like the first time we crossed paths was at Hospice to Rome. Do you remember?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Was that like 4 or 5 years ago?
Maybe 6. Maybe 6. I've been there every year for, I don't know. I think we've done it. Well, it's every other year. And I think almost like 10 years, 9 or 10 years.
Yeah, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago. You're probably right. Because I think I've only been, maybe I've been twice, but I remember you had your truck there and there was tacos. And I was so excited to finally put a face with the name and meet you. Or have you meet me.
It was very fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. I know, and we've been in touch this whole time. We ran into each other mostly at fundraisers, big events where people are raising money. So I think that's good.
Yeah, well, and you've invited me, so you have, I love, I'm totally going to butcher the name, where you have the fig truck, that great event space where you do fundraisers and wine tastings. What do you call that space again? Sweet tea. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you missed a really good party. That was the last day before, I feel like there were talk about the virus going on. Yeah. But people were like, really? It's over in Europe, And
was that Friday the 11th?
No, it was the 29th of February. Oh. And we had I don't know, 175 people maybe. And I was really nervous that night. I was like, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have had all these people. And, definitely a conversation about it. Nobody sued me, so.
No. I mean, actually, you invited me, and I regrettably had to decline because I was in Los Angeles for the Oprah Winfrey tour with my best friend from college. So I just remember, I was if I wasn't in LA seeing Oprah, I would be in Sonoma.
Exactly. It was Oprah or Sondra. Oprah or Sondra.
Well, I mean,
you made the right choice.
I don't get many invitations to go to Oprah, but it's okay. I will definitely be with you next time.
Was it fun?
It was really cool. Yeah. One of my dear friends, Michelle, she worked on the production side. So we it was really awesome to get to see all the work she put into it. And ironically, over the years, growing up in Chicago, my cousin used to work for Oprah too. And I, got invitations from them, but they only filmed I think Tuesday through Thursday or something. And I was working in New York, and I couldn't fathom taking a 3-day, 4-day weekend, to make it to the show. Right, so I never got to go to Oprah in all of her days in Chicago. And who doesn't love Oprah? So it was cool.
Yeah. Oh, very fun.
We actually got to meet her. I almost forgot.
You did?
We were all Purelling like crazy though, because things were starting to get a little.
Yes.
Yeah. So she was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But so yeah, so it looks like we have we've got a lot of people waving. Hey guys, in my new setup, it's hard to wave back. I try to wave, but hey, you're getting a real wave. So why don't let's sort of like start with, you, and I was reading about your culinary background. I totally forgot you used to work at TGI Fridays.
I did not in the kitchen well, that's not true. I was in the kitchen for a little bit. But I'm really a photographer and by education, but on the art side, not the commercial side. And I couldn't figure out how to get a job. So I did what most people do to make money, is go be a server. And I went to TGI Fridays, and it was, I don't know, it was so much fun. Saw people made lots of money, had a great time.
Yeah.
And did that, and then ended up traveling around the country, opening up their new restaurants, and did that for a while. And then came back and went to culinary school. Ooh. And culinary and hospitality management. And so
where did you do that again?
In Philadelphia at the restaurant school. It was a very intensive 1-year program. During the day, you were in classes, cooking classes would start at 7 a.m. and then you would work in the restaurant that they had at 2 to 10 o'clock. And then we would go to the Irish pub around the corner, and that's what we did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having some technical setups with my new setup.
That's okay. My dogs are going to bark any second because I'm getting a delivery. So you'll hear them bark.
I mean, I feel like I just live for FedEx and UPS every day.
I know. It's insane. This is actually Instacart. I really needed ginger, and I haven't been to the market since this whole thing started.
Wow.
But I was using Instacart before. Because it would take me so long to get to the market.
You order it and get it a week later. At least that's what it was working like in San Francisco.
And so, yeah, I think for my mom too back east. But if I go shopping, I know everybody in the market, and it takes forever to get through. So It's been easier to either go out of town. I know that sounds crazy, but
no,
I would love to see everybody. But
I did a little day trip to Sonoma. And of course, I ran into Bob Villette, Dustin's dad. I'm like, "Hey, Bob," and he's like, "Hi." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm not supposed to be here." I'm not a chef, but I know most of the chefs. So I actually know what you mean. I was like, "Dustin, I just ran into your dad. I'm totally busted."
Yeah,
although
that's so
the night
cute.
before, I had carried out Villette, so it was very fitting.
Oh, fun. That's so fun.
Yeah. So speaking of ginger, that was another question on the interview. We talked about an ingredient you can't live without.
Did I say ginger?
You said ginger.
Oh my God! Hey, no bark. Oh, that's so funny. Well, I love ginger. I actually do these little pressed wellness shots in the morning. That's all ginger and lemon juice, and they're I start sneezing. They're so strong, but I don't know. I think they help, and so I just needed that, and I needed some Siggy's yogurt, and good job, guys. Good job.
You're way to attack Instacart.
I know, they're such good watchdogs.
Nice.
My ferocious guys. Yeah.
It sounds like, are they big or little? Are you being funny?
I'm being very sarcastic. Yeah. If they come, I'll lift it up, and so you can see Rugby and Remy.
When I first started doing these, I had Ernie, my goddaughter, my dear friend. I basically have her on loan. We joke that we co-parent because she doesn't really get along with her toddler brother, so it's easier. She has a better quality of life being with Aunt Emily. They joke, but she would be around. But then UPS would come and she'd bark and have to go out, and I'm like, I can't have dog interruptions during these very important Instagram lives with chefs and winemakers.
Exactly. Come here.
So yeah, I totally can relate to that. So I guess, well, now that I like the sound of that Patriot song. Do you know who that is?
No, but can you see?
Look at that cute little face. So soft. They're bigger than I thought.
I know. Come here, Rugby. You want to see? You want to go on TV? No. Yeah.
No, shy. There's always one in the family that likes the spotlight and one doesn't. I guess you and I like the spotlight.
Yeah, I guess so.
So tell us what's going on. I mean,
it's Betsy from The Progress. Hi, Betsy.
Oh,
Very cool.
Awesome. I haven't seen Betsy in a while. I'm so excited. I just saw the Progress and Statebird are opening up Friday. Oh, hello, cutie pie. So for those
on Friday, that's great.
This Friday and Saturday, I just Insta storied like some announcement they posted yesterday.
Oh, that's
so
great.
You guys,
so inside.
No, we're not there yet. No, carry out.
Outside. Carry out. Oh my God, they've waited this long?
Well, I don't know if this was the first time they opened. I'm pretty sure it's been a little bit. I don't know. I just saw it on Instagram yesterday.
Yeah.
So as of this Friday and Saturday, you can order Statebird and the Progress to go.
That's rugby.
And while we're talking about, Betsy's in New York City. That's what I thought. Okay. So San Francisco, you've probably been following Sonoma, but what's happening in San Francisco, we just heard yesterday. Outdoor seating for restaurants is going to start June 15th.
June 15th, and then July 15th for indoor.
Assuming all goes well. Yeah. So super excited. Oh, hello, Neil. I've got some regular Instagram Live friends who I love to see. And I feel like when people are loyal, you got to give them a shout out, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's really exciting as like, I was just on a walk last night and I walked by Flower and Water Pizzeria, which is like literally my go-to spot in the Mission.
Oh.
And they're starting to do like pizzas to go next week. So things are progressing here. What's happening in Sonoma?
It's interesting. So Cafe La Haye was like the first person that was allowed to do sidewalk dining, and he's got 5 tables out there and he's doing okay. And then across the street from him is Della Santina, and they've been doing a ton of to go, and I think they're going to start, a little bit. But not really anybody else. It's been mostly to go. Okay. People will get food from our food truck, which is parked at the Sonoma Valley High School from 12 to 7 every day. But
that's great.
It's a really amazing location, but not next Thursday, Friday, because it's graduation, and they don't want the truck blocking the high school, which I understand.
Can't they go in the parking lot?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, no, it's right on the street. It's cool. It's fine. It's time for an oil check, I think. Okay. But
there you go.
Exactly. And then we've been doing to go out of the Fig Cafe, and we are selling so much fried chicken. Like an unbelievable amount. It's crazy. So it's like fried chicken for 2.
So I just had the most delicious fried chicken sandwich Wednesday. My buddies from San Francisco bought this hotel in Santa Rosa, the Flamingo, and they were doing like a friends and family. Have you heard about it? And
I know there have been construction.
Yeah, Benson and Anderson, and we like previewed the food, obviously with masks. It was, very shelter in place. And literally I was like, this is like a life-changing fried chicken sandwich. And I've never had your fried chicken, and I'm working on a fried chicken Sonoma post.
Oh, well,
so I'm just going to have to like make a detour to Sonoma and get some of that.
Yeah, you have to let me know. Because it's at the cafe every day from, they're open 4 to 7:30.
Okay.
And it really is good. And we may do a chicken pop-up. Fried chicken pop-up at Sweet D on the outside patio there, because we could do it to go, and if people wanted to
that's
stay.
A great idea. So speaking of the fried chicken to go, I know when you and I were talking earlier, you were telling me this exciting stuff happening in the Sonoma Square. If I come up and get fried chicken, can I eat in the square?
Yes. Well, so what we're doing is, everything's changing every day. So what I think today is going to happen is that we'll have tables in the plaza, like restaurants that are interested in doing it. There's an architect doing a plan that is going to use 30% of the Sonoma Plaza for restaurants. Okay. And then the rest for the public, so it doesn't feel like it became a commercial thing.
Which I would be thrilled if there was a commercial thing, but okay.
It would be very fun. I know. It'd
be like a food hall outside.
Exactly. It'll be really fun. So, but I think we're going to start to go. And so people will basically order their food, pay for their food on an app, pick up their food, and we'll either give them a map to go to the area, point them, it's just right across the street, and there'll be somebody waiting for them, and we'll do reservations. So I think people want a reserved table. And then if we have open tables and we get walk-ins, we'll see walk-ins. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely come up for that. And
Yeah,
then
I'll let you know when. We'll see. I don't know. I think it'll be a couple weeks for sure. Submitted all paperwork and stuff, but they have so many little details to figure
I know.
out.
It's crazy. Like today, for example, I'm sneaking in sips. This is the first. My viewers are like, you drink something besides wine. I just went on a walk and boba, guys.
Oh, I love that boba stuff.
I know.
Those
So
balls.
so everybody's doing this, just the experiences I've had. Everybody's doing touchless paying. So we went to Boba Guys. You pull up your phone, you order on the website. So there's no way I'm gonna let this Boba Guys go to waste. I don't want it to melt during our IG live, so hopefully you don't mind.
No, I'm drinking Darm. Is it Darm? Not Darm. Well, it'll come to me, but it's CBD ginger soda.
I know. I realized. So you were so sweet. You sent me all these goodies, which I just shared on my Insta story. Let me show everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Although I've sort of realized I'm not sure I love the look of me eating on camera. So you guys, these.
You don't
So
have to.
well, I mean, I love to eat. I just don't know if it's the best look for me. So I made, this is like my go-to cheese plate. It's Sondra's fig products. I'll show you in a second. Rustic crackers, clover cheese. They have the most amazing mild or medium and sharp cheddar. And so I told you earlier. So Sondra sent me like, I don't know, an 8-pack of this fig stuff. I think these are the last 2 I have left.
Oh,
every time I make a cheese plate, which is like twice a week, I just open one of these and they're so good. Like I don't even have a favorite because like I don't even know which one I'm eating. I just love them all.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Whoever wrote that.
Walker. Oh, such heartfelt work for our Sonoma community. Well, we are going to, I want to talk about Sonoma Family Meal. We're just going to jump all over the place.
That's fine. It's a crazy time. Sonoma Family Meals started up during the wildfires in 2017. And we weren't working with them then, but we were doing our own thing at Sweet D, and we were doing like 10,000 meals a week. And it was kind of
10,000, no big deal.
Well, it wasn't just us. It was like chefs that, the food came to us because people had walk-ins full of food, but they had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So we're like, bring all the food over. And we just started making food. There was no plan. We didn't really know where it was going, but we just knew this is what we do. We're going to make food. And I was so grateful to have something to do at that time. It was a lot of work. We did that for a while. And then Sonoma Family Meals kept going. And we were in touch during the time. We had sent them up some food. As the city was winding down, the need was going, so we would be sending it up to them, which was great. And I've known Heather for a really long time.
Oh, she's great.
This time, she is.
So we're talking about Heather Urban, everybody. She's a fabulous
Sonoma Family Meals. Yeah, she's a food writer. She's the editor for the Sonoma Food magazine, the food section, and the Press Democrat. And she's I was like, we want to do it. What are you guys doing? How can we help? And what's really interesting, and so like today we did 1,300 meals. We've done about almost 20,000 meals since April 1st, and they've been going to La Luz, the Vintage House Senior Center, and the city of Sonoma have had a couple different spots where people can just come up and get food.
What is La Luz for those of us that don't live in? I don't know what that is.
La Luz is a resource for the Latin community, and do lots of stuff. Help with paperwork, do English classes, help people get jobs. They do microloans. Really phenomenal organization to have in our community. I mean, so many of our employees are, Latin, and it's just a nice it's community.
Good.
So that's been awesome. They definitely, though, it was early on, we got a call. They were like, can you do more like Mexican food on those 2 days, because we were doing like meatloaf, Salisbury steak.
That makes sense. That's like literally my favorite food group. Fun fact. I don't think we've ever talked about this. I started a Mexican dinner club about 12 years ago in New York. And it has gone viral, like, because a bunch of us have left New York. One moved to Texas. She started one there. One of the girls moved to LA. I moved to San Francisco. I still have Mexican dinner club. Actually, with Neil and Nate, the 2 regulars that I said they're like 100% Instagram live attendance rate. And Yeah. So like literally Mexican, well, I don't want to take meals from people that need meals, but it's my favorite food group. So like, I mean, all of the chefs in Sonoma making delicious Mexican just sounds fabulous.
Oh my God, I know. Now, didn't you go to Mexico City?
Yes, good memory.
So did I in November.
So I think you did a much better job. I think we talked about this. I didn't we like literally, we were there during New Year's and all our travel revolved around eating. So like we didn't sightsee, but we had a few really great meals.
The food, it was so amazing there. I still, honestly, I mean, I love going to Paris. I love going to Italy. I mean, there's a lot of places I'm so happy to be. But I have to say, my food memories from this past trip are so much stronger than any of my Paris restaurants. It's just the bold flavors, really simple food. You know, a lot of it didn't have to be fancy, but so vibrant.
It's sort of the Mexico City, like, I mean, we stayed we stayed at the Four Seasons, so that was lovely. But like we kept popping around different neighborhoods, and I feel like it reminded me a lot of like New York's like Lower East Side and that like hipster vibe and like so that I really enjoyed because obviously I miss New York a lot. But I mean my last trip to Paris in November, oh my gosh, the dining, like I finally went to Frenchie, like the formal restaurant, not the wine bar, which that's like my favorite Paris meal.
Amazing.
And then actually
have you gone to Le Comptoir?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get your list next time I go.
You will, for sure.
Actually, this lovely chef who I met, she's actually like the chef at Radio Coteau. She gave me her whole list, and she was like, you know, I feel like the younger, less established chefs that have basically less money, like you get like sort of these cool off the beaten path ones.
Right.
So, yeah, it was cool. So we did a bunch of her suggestions and obviously Frenchie. And I mean, I think we were only there for 3 nights and then we went to Champagne. So it was perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I know. I can't wait till like it feels safe to travel again.
So where are you going to go first? Let's just dream.
Well, I'm going to Austin in November if all is well because I'm meeting all my girlfriends. We all turned 60 this year.
No way.
Yeah, I'm from Philadelphia. I know, isn't that crazy? Did you think I was 60?
No.
I right now I feel 60.
You probably feel like 35 or 30.
Some days.
I sort of feel like 80. Late 20s, but then like when I'm like I can't go out a Friday and a Saturday in a row, I feel like 45, you know? Like, it's just like, I don't know, but.
Yeah. Is that Michelle? Cirque du Bohème? Is that you? I don't know. It's so crazy, and I don't know, like, things are just,
Wait, so what are you going to do in Austin?
Barbecue, probably. A lot of barbecue.
Have you been to, I went to that place, the most famous one in Austin.
Franklin's?
Yes, I went to Franklin's.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No, I've never been. None of us have ever been to Austin.
Oh, okay. Well, so I went to Franklin's, which was awesome, and I totally just lucked out because I was staying at my girlfriend's house, and her house, I forget what neighborhood that's in, like really cool. And so I just took a walk. Meanwhile, it's really hot. I think I was there in September, and it was like 90. I was like dripping by the time I got to Franklin's.
Good to know.
It was like 2:05 and they already had the sign in the door like we're sold out of this. I mean, they were only sold out of like 3 of the 10 things, and I was like, well, I don't care. There's 7 other things.
Exactly.
The only thing I think I didn't get, not pulled, was it the rib? Maybe I didn't get a rib or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
So by the time I get to the front of the line, I'm buddies with this couple up front, and I was like, oh, Sonoma Valley Wine. Hey, guys. I wonder if
Hi, Maureen or Lori. Hi, guys.
Hey, we love you. So we became friends, and I was like, I don't think I need this, like, spread for one. Do you guys want to share? And they're like, totally. So it's perfect. Yes. So I shared with these New Yorkers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the best part, like, when you're traveling and you meet people, and it's just, it's like random, and it's fabulous. Yeah.
And then there's also a really great restaurant within like a quarter of a mile, something pharmacy. I'm drawing a blank. It used to be an old pharmacy. It's owned by
yes, I have that.
Pharmacies. I've got it on Instagram. I'll tell you later. Amazing. Like I went there like Friday for lunch because I like landed and was starving at like 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I had like mac and cheese and a beer, and it was happy hour. It was like $8.
I don't know how you stay so thin, seriously, because you have a voracious appetite